Discipline over motivation. This is the real reason why I make 10K a month plus at 17 years old while I'm still a senior in high school. If you don't know me, my name's Ja, and like I said, I'm 17 years old, and I'm a young and upcoming entrepreneur, and I'm here to motivate you and basically help you and overall change your life. Getting into the first point that I have in this video on why I'm able to make the income that I make at such a young age is simply the fact that motivation equals temporary emotion and discipline equals a permanent system. So I want you to think about something. When you have the motivation, hopefully that the motivation that you get from this video or another video, let's say you're watching the AB Academy video, purpose driven video, or maybe even a Alex Hermosi, I believe it is video, right? So the motivation you get is cool, right? You get to daydreaming and thinking about your future life, driving the fast cars, and your dream physique, etc., etc. But then eventually you realize once you get to actually doing the working out, once you get to building that business, it's not fun. It's more likely boring, and it's just not all that you had pictured, right? Because everybody likes the end goal, they like the image at the top of the mountain, but the journey is boring, it's gruesome, and it's not really fun. That's where discipline comes in and play, right? If you have discipline, it gives you the meaning and the motivation. It does give you that motivation to keep on going, because what discipline does, it kind of allows you to keep going even when you don't feel like doing it. So I'll give you an example on my end, right? Even let's say like with these YouTube videos, right? I kind of like making these YouTube videos, but right now there are other things that I could be doing or would want to be doing, but I know that I have to have the discipline to continue to get this done so that way I can overall better my life and overall better your life, because these videos are just a non-negotiable. They have to get done. During the summertime when I was running my business, going out every day and trying to find my first couple of clients, that was a mandatory decision. All my friends were on 2-mans, 3-mans. I couldn't be there. They were at concerts, Summer Smash, etc. They were pretty much living up life how they would want to be going into their senior year in high school, while I'm out here in 90 degree heat looking for clients, coming every day and working on my other businesses. You know what I'm saying? When you're on this path, when you're on the path of what I like to call the 1%, there will be sacrifices and there will be things that you have to give up. But the great thing about it is that once all your hard work comes to fruition and the fruits of your labor pretty much come to life, it's going to be worth it. It's not going to be an easy path. It's not going to be a normal path, because you pretty much have to go against the societal norms and be different. This pretty much is how it is going to be. People always tell you they think it's okay to drink, smoke, party all day, be with girls, and overall just goof off and not really lock in until you're 20, 25. They think, oh, you've got time to do this, you've got time to do that. I promise you, you don't have time. No matter what age you are, it's always better to start earlier, because let's just say right now you're 17 years old like me, right? And you think, oh man, I'm still a senior in high school, I got time. I'll start when I'm a junior in college, sophomore in college, whatever it may be. Okay, so let's say that's fine, right? Let's say you start when you get to that age. Imagine you started at 17. You're probably about 20 then. If you started now, when you put all your hardest in for those 3 years, by the time you're 20, you could have a Lamborghini or who knows, a SRT, AMG. You get the point. You know what I'm saying? The earlier you start, you never know what could happen. That's why even when it doesn't feel like it's going well, once you start, just don't give up. It's so much easier for you to keep on going and just keep on striving and pushing like I did, than just to not start at all, or just to keep pushing off and pushing it off. Man, I almost had brain clog right there or whatever. But another point that I do want to bring up is that people will judge you, and people will more than likely make fun of you, if that makes sense, when you're first starting off. Especially when it comes to something like content creation, right? I'm not personally speaking from experience, but it's something that I've seen happen multiple times in person. You can even use big creators like Kai Cenat. I want you to think about when he first started off, right? He was making videos in his bathroom. I'm sure there were people making fun of him and laughing at him. Fast forward, I think probably about 3, 4, 5 years later, he's one of the biggest streamers in the world. You have to be locked in on your goal and your purpose more than anyone else, and you have to keep on going. You pretty much have to have tunnel vision and see the end goal. Don't be obsessed with really the end result. I'll say be obsessed with the journey. Of course, have the end goal in your mind, as I just said, but I don't want you to become infatuated with that, because you never know how long it's going to take. You know what I'm saying? Just show up every single day and put in 110% of your effort in, so that way once it happens, because you can achieve your goals, you can achieve your dreams, and you can do anything that you want to do. I think I had one more point for you. And it was the fact that discipline compounds into money, fitness, and consistency. So the discipline that I had showed pretty much for the last couple of months, it's benefited me so much. The physique that I got has pretty much improved beyond lengths. She got my pull-up bar right there is one of the main things that got me to where I am. I spent a lot of reps on that pull-up bar, but that's just kind of one example. You know what I'm saying? My discipline, it showed up into money habits. It showed up into, like I said, my physique. It showed up in pretty much just all aspects of my life. Now pretty much anywhere I go, even though I'm only 17 years old and still in high school. Also, I don't like saying only 17 as if that's not a significant age, because at 17 you can be doing way more. 17-year-olds with $1 million in the bank. You know what I'm saying? I've only got a couple tens of thousands. You know what I'm saying? It's not really. It's levels to this, is what I'm saying. But I don't want that let that discourage you. Because it doesn't matter. If I can do it, you can do it as well too. But like I was saying, anywhere I go now, because of that discipline, no matter what, I'm 17 years old, and I go somewhere and I have more money in my bank account than some adults do. You know what I'm saying? And that's really not normal. It's not the norm, but it's something that was easily achievable by grinding every single day and by putting my best foot forward every single day. Because you have to realize that the main norm, or the main massive amount of people in America are out of shape. They barely have $1,000 saved. They can't really exercise discipline. They can't put their best foot forward. They're just lazy and not really up to par. If you're watching this video, you're already on that course to be a part of that 1%, because you're different and you can pretty much do anything that you want to do and actually just be different and get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? You want to be driving the fast cars, living in the big houses, take care of your mom, friends, family, etc. But it's up to you to start now and actually have the discipline to lock in and focus. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be an easy journey. It's not going to be a quick journey, more than likely. Possibly it could be, depending on the person, but I don't want you to think that it will be. I want you to think about the end goal. I want you to think about the journey, and I want you to think about what you're doing today, how it will benefit you in 5 to 10 years. Always put your best foot forward and always do exactly what you need to do, so that way you can overall just benefit from the most. And that's all I got for you in today's video. If you like this video, drop a like and a sub, so that way you can be on the journey with me and we can pretty much just level up our lives together. That's all I got for you in today's video. As I just said, ciao.